Previously on Surviving South Dakota. 5 returning survivors from Gatlinburg were brought to South Dakota's Black Hills for another shot at winning the title of Sole Survivor, but they were joined by 4 new faces to shake up the game.
I've been best friends with Michael for 20 million years.
I'm Sarah's partner.
I've known Peter, the host, for about 7 years.
This season, I'm here to compete.
They were split into 2 tribes, Sapa in black and Ska in white, each led by a tribe captain.
John, you will be leading the Ska tribe. Sarah, you are leading the Sapa tribe.
Tensions were immediately high when John chose Jason as the first member of his tribe,
I'll take Jason.
breaking an agreement he had made with Petey.
John got one of the spots as tribe leader, and the first thing he did was pick Jason.
Potential new alliances
Bailey.
Kevin?
and conflicts
I want to kill myself. I think that we should have split Eric and Emma up.
began forming immediately.
Emma.
That was a big problem because couples on the same team is an issue.
As the last castaway to be picked for a tribe, Emma received a special advantage with the blood pearl.
You can use this in tribal council. It will count as 2 votes, just to shift things up a little bit.
But at the end of the pick,
Our noobs are all on the same team, and the veterans are all over there.
being a tribe of all newbies proved to be a detriment
Sapa, I don't have anything for you.
when Sapa suffered their first loss, which Petey's wardrobe malfunction
I can't tell that.
and Sarah's lack of participation
I did not carry my own weight for my own team.
were partially responsible for. But Ryan's dimming fire
We had agreed that Sarah and Petey had the drive to keep the team moving.
made for a surprise decision. 8 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Ryan's elimination, man. It was not a surprise, but it hurt. We talked about it throughout the day. We were kind of tied. We had 2 of us in our minds to go out, and by the end, he kind of went first. He said, he's willing to take it for the group.
I thought they would keep Ryan as one of their stronger players on their team, honestly. So I was a little surprised.
He was the only one who bled for his team yesterday.
What happened to you?
It's called being a team player.
I thought that it would have been Sarah or possibly even Kevin, only because they performed the worst, at least from what I saw.
I kind of expected Kevin maybe to go home.
I kind of assumed that it would be Sarah since she was the one to jump out of the challenge. So I feel like she was the one that performed the least.
Seeing my name, I was a little caught off guard because I had to worry about somebody else, deciding to flip their vote and then turning it into a tie to have to figure that one out. And so glad that didn't happen that way, but I definitely do not want to see my name written down again.
I think there are definitely going to be twists and turns down the road.
Because at the end of the day, like I said before, you're not out here to make friends at all.
She's laughing
So I think that as someone that is playing as not part of a pair, because obviously Eric and Emma are a couple, Ryan and Sarah are a couple, Petey and Kevin are best friends, I'm at a disadvantage. However, there's a plan. Me and you should band together. Stick with each other 100%. Okay. Because we were the top 3 last time. So we're a force to be reckoned with. We're the only ones that don't have a partner playing. So we're in a minority. It's a big deal. I said, we have a disadvantage and we can make it an advantage because we'll have 3 where everyone else has 2. And we know that we're all good.
We have a reason to be concerned about the fact that Emma has 2 votes.
Having the blood pearl is a huge advantage, obviously, because that kind of gives me a lot of voting power and a lot of say in kind of what happens if we end up losing a challenge.
If Eric and Emma vote together, which I suspect they will, because that was always the plan last time too, which I'm ultra aware of. I don't know, they're both very sensitive and will be upset with each other if they voted for each other, so I'm the obvious one to not cause a fight. They'll have 3 votes. I know for a fact that they want Melee out first. All of the hints have been there.
Who do you think will be eliminated first? Emma? Eric?
I think they're gonna target me though. I think they're gonna vote for me when it comes down to it if we do end up having to vote someone off on our team. Me, Jason, and John, however, do have a little bit of something.
I think they want me out first. So if we pretend that we're gonna vote for her, then there won't be a reason for her to have to use that. Hopefully. Good point.
We'll go up to them and we'll say, I know you want Melee out, and I know that you have the majority vote, so I think that we're gonna vote for her. Is that what you're gonna do? We're gonna pitch it to them, hopefully make Emma feel like she doesn't need to waste the blood pearl at that moment, and then vote her out.
Alright, I'm into it. Cool. Because I don't like my chances out here, to be honest. I can't believe I'm on the same team as the 2 of them again. Yeah, right. It's alright. I think we're stacked though. Oh, for sure. I think we got some. I don't necessarily think that we're gonna be losing, but yeah, I'm playing it so. Right. You didn't see me come back up here, so you just sneak back up. Alright.
I think that as we go on, yeah, it will become more and more valuable. So the ultimate goal is to get it out of her hands as soon as possible. But cross that bridge when we get there.
Scott Trident. Great job again in yesterday's challenge. In addition to team immunity from last night's Tribal Council, I'm giving you this clue. Use it how you please. It could significantly help you in this game.
HI1A.
It's probably just
Clue 1A. How fun is this zone? So is it an auto zone? It's an auto zone?
it's that no that place down there was called the run zone.
You said this is clue 1, so there's a hidden immunity idol in clue 1A. Okay, got it. It worked. Good luck.
I don't know how well it will work as a team. And I think if we are to merge teams or join teams or swap players, I think we'll have a better insight then, because right now there's 5 people and it's really difficult as a group to decide who would be able to use it.
I also think that if we use something as
I don't know, I don't
group,
trust
you might be too.
I've been thinking about the hidden immunity idols a lot, and the sense of security that one has, you know, when you have one. What a shock it would be to have one and present it thinking you're all good, and it's not actually an idol. So there may or may not be some decoys hidden out on the property here.
It might be too noticeable if we're all at one thing, because we don't, like, this group is grouping out that often.
It's a little sticky because we were like, we don't want it to be too, well, Eric said, we don't want it to be too noticeable, so we should probably split up and go look individually, like maybe in pairs, because I think there are some people that are more likely to go off in pairs.
Maybe that's hidden.
Is that strategy? If you find it, you're not going to tell us.
It's a fair point. That's not why I intended it. I mean, I guess I don't know. If like, say, one person found it and then nobody else found it, that's suspicious.
I think that me, John, Jason, somehow if PD hears word of it, I think we're gonna find it first.
I think it's less conspicuous if it was like May and I or
I think groups of 2 are ideal.
We should say if we want to go grab coffee, it's very on brand for you too.
We should try to.
It
We
is.
should also try to address allegiances, because like if Emma and I go, and if you and John go, or if you two go, each one of us is more likely to be deceptive. Right now, I think our best benefit as a team, our game theory right now, is to work together. We have an advantage.
Because I think it might bode poorly for one person to go against the group and try to chase down a hidden immunity idol, even though that's when it's most useful. I think it will show that you're not interested in remaining with your team, and I expect that to be more of a detriment than a positive when that does come.
Getting a clue on a tribe of 5, it just doesn't work. Like, yeah, okay, let's say we find it, I can be upfront and say I have it, but we can't share it. There's no reason for us to be looking for it as a team. I think that we should be sneaking off.
It's smart to play the team mentality right now.
I think
Like,
we are
all
too
for
early
it at the
on
moment.
to try to pick out someone, and I think that could be what breaks us and gives them
Right.
an opportunity to regain
Yeah.
momentum. And I don't want to have that happen.
I think it's kind of in our best interest to help support each other, mainly because we know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and I think it can help us get further along together.
Honestly,
I mean, you know
you
what I'm
know,
saying?
like that's true. Like that's what we have
Yeah.
to do. I think.
Let's just keep riding.
There's no reason for us to like separate or be like, oh no, this person out. And then probably throw out. I think we have strength in literally every realm.
Yeah. This was,
I think they're all really good with puzzles, and I think you three are really good with puzzles, but like we're all good physically. I don't know if that's the case for them. So I think we're way more well-rounded.
Yeah.
Cabin mail.
Learn to work together and get this done quickly.
Or think of yourself to get wet instantly.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Challenge 3. Today it is called Sop It Up. Here's how we're going to play. There will be 2 teams. We have Scott, we have Sapa. Scott, you will have to sit out 2 individuals today so that we have even teams of 3. We can discuss how you will sit to be blocked in just a moment. How it's going to be staged, we will have 1 member from each team stand at the bucket that will have an ever-flowing fountain of water going into it. We will have another member from each team standing on each side, and we will have the final members of each team at these big buckets. The object of the game is to dunk the bucket of water into the bigger bucket, toss the water to the first person, catch that water, and toss it to the person who's manning the big buckets. You can do whatever you need to do to get that water in the bucket. You cannot leave your posts. The tribe with the most water in their bucket after 20 minutes wins. Scott, pick out 2 people to not participate in today's challenge. John, you have to participate as you were not participating yesterday. All right.
Feels confident.
Survivor, go. Do whatever you need to do to get that water in your big bucket.
Even though I would have loved to participate, the understanding was that I got a chance to prove myself yesterday, and I did that.
Eric expressed an interest that he wanted to be a part of this challenge, and he thought he would have done well based on his prior athletics. So we're like, let's get him in there.
And Emma and Maylee didn't get as much of a chance to prove themselves, and they felt like they could do a good job in this challenge.
I did wish I got the chance to play, however, it was just randomly chosen. We just picked a number, and whoever was closest to it.
Looks like you got Sapa filling up a bucket. God was putting in drops.
It started out with the bucket scooping, and then once that bucket got lower, that's when it was all bets off. Oh, we're doing this.
They're getting brutal.
Do what you need to do to get water into your bucket. It does not have to come from the spout. Evan is using his clothes to sop up the water.
At first, I thought we were not doing very well. I think we didn't have our tosses right, and that starts with me. And then the catching, I think they had an advantage, a clear advantage. Once it turned into a physical game and an endurance game, I think that is where we excelled. I think I was the most equipped to do that.
He's getting tired.
This is a battle of endurance.
Keep hitting him. He's getting tired. He's not throwing straight anymore. Knock him. He knows it too. Let's accept it. Hit him. He's got no strength.
Sapa has about an inch at least of water. We've got about a half inch
Here, I need a level.
where it's tilted.
We're doing great.
That's a good.
That was better.
We've got about twice as much water in Sapa's bucket than we do in Sapa.
You know, John is, if you've seen him, he's a pretty fierce competitor from Gatlinburg and now, and just for who he is as the hero, you know, that's a tough person to go up against, and I don't know if Kevin and Sarah would have been able to knock him away at all. Not that I could that much, but I gave it my best shot when I could.
Do that again.
Trash talking.
Oh, that was way better. We're getting way better. Oh, that was so good. I'll bomb it. We're doing better, John. We're doing better. We're improving. They're not. Oh, this is great, John. This is great.
It looks like we are just about even, actually.
We're catching up then because they were way ahead. Keep going, guys. We're doing better. We're doing better. Keep it going. He's getting tired. Fight for that hose. They have nothing. Fight for that hose.
Sarah getting creative.
Every single bucket became absolutely precious to get over, because you don't know if you're going to have the steam to fill it up again, as me and John were battling it out. I was basically tunnel vision, you know, battling a one-on-one Goliath.
We got big water going from John to Eric.
Good, John.
Sarah,
Keep going.
Eric has a bucket.
Over here.
Being very delicate with the amount of water that goes from Eric to Emma, Kevin to Sarah. People are getting tired.
Tired, John. You're doing great, John. Keep it going.
That was a lot.
You're doing great, John. Keep going. You're doing great.
We have 20 seconds.
Good, John. Doing really well, John. Keep going. Oh, that was terrific. Do that again. Oh my God, that was great.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away.
I think we did really well, actually. I feel like my team did amazing. I think we all worked together and we were able to kind of like troubleshoot all the issues that we were having, and we eventually got in a really good flow.
If we had done the last 5 minutes of the challenge for the entire 20 minutes, it would have been a landslide. And I feel like we should look to improve and find those strategies quicker.
I really gave it my all, and then when I asked Sarah and Kevin, I was like, how'd you guys do? Were you getting tired and this and that? And Sarah was like, no. And I was like, okay.
I thought straight.
All right, teams line up, please. So, great job. That was impressive. Did a great job. That was a battle of endurance. Katie, how was it wrestling John?
You know, I was in the zone. There was a lot of adrenaline. We had a big old dog fight on it, and John's a great competitor. I was just trying to keep up.
John, how was that manning the faucet? We both fought really hard, so I think it's gonna be close. Sarah, how was it manning your bucket?
It was rough, but I think we did really well.
Okay, the results are in. The winner
of today's challenge, Sop It Up, is Scott. Go! Good job, team. With that, you have won an advantage to tomorrow's challenge. This advantage will not be opened until we are at tomorrow's challenge. You have also won a clue to a hidden immunity idol. Do this, please. All right, Sapa, nothing but another day to tribal council. I'll see you later. Head out.
So has anyone found the idol yet?
No.
John and I went to search a little bit. We knew that Emma and Eric were making a coffee run, and we actually talked about, why don't we call it coffee? What, do you want to go get coffee instead of searching for the idol? We thought we needed a code word so that people didn't know, and that we should split up into smaller groups to look for it so that it wasn't very obvious. So we found out that they were on a coffee run. They were gone for a super long time, and so John and I decided to take a walk and go look as well. We actually ran into Eric and Emma on their coffee run with coffee, and they were like, I thought we agreed we weren't gonna look. And so kind of awkward, but I think we played it off. We were like, okay, yeah, we're totally on the same page, but we thought maybe you were being sneaky. When in reality, we were being sneaky.
We did a lab, we couldn't find anything. No
That
one found anything.
area is enormous. And
It's
there's so many other
and
concepts.
there's so many people.
Yeah. Maybe we have to do it as a whole group then. Maybe we have to have a change in
I think you
time.
almost have to maybe try at night when there's no people running around. You know,
I didn't physically search yet because Jason and John were out there looking yesterday, and they didn't want us all to be out there and cause like suspicion from the other team, so that they would maybe have an idea of where to look as well. But we think that we might all try as a team to go and look later in the day when there's less people around.
Okay, clue 2A. The pioneers used to ride these babies for miles, and it's in great shape.
It's a pizza naturally. Yeah, and he's riding that.
he's patting on the rock because they ride it.
Oh my god,
He's
that is
like-
the quote. That is the quote. You're right.
So it's that.
And he starts crying.
He's right. That's the actual quote.
Oh wow.
It's not getting any easier to not vote you out.
Yeah.
So.
Aw.
Yesterday, I might have just been so tired that I couldn't even process that we lost. It always felt like an uphill battle, but today felt like it was in our court that we had a good chance on it. So to go down after knowing you were in a lead, and just know that every second actually just made it harder and worse for you, like I can't believe we lost it. I'm stunned, to be honest.
When we lost Ryan in our tribe, it was kind of the heart of the tribe. It was like, hey, let's stick together. And, you know, we are sticking together, but we were all a little bit more quiet about what we were going to do in regards to tonight.
I have absolutely no freaking idea who's on the chopping block tonight. We have discussed that today sucked and we didn't want to be here. We hadn't thought about like who was going to go home next.
Today's done. We're not looking toward yesterday and we're not looking toward today. We're thinking about what's about tomorrow. So that's going to go a lot into our thought process, into who we're going to vote and kind of figure it out.
I have been weighing my options, and I am having a really hard time with it, and I can't say that I have decided which of the two.
If I have to guess, it's going to be between me and Sarah personally.
I didn't know yesterday. I don't know today. My hands smell like ham. Because I just made that freaking wrap. I just rubbed my eyes.
But before we get started, I'm going to welcome in our jury, Ryan. All right, let's get started. Sapa, why are we here again today? Petey, you're laughing.
Why are we here again today? Well, you know, we put our best foot forward, but unfortunately came up a little short yet again.
So, Sarah, do you think that comes down to endurance from Petey? Maybe not doing what he should to get water for his team?
I think Petey gave his all. There's no fault towards Petey.
No fault? Okay. So, Sarah, how do you plan to vote today? What's guiding your vote?
I'm hoping it's in the stars somewhere.
It's in the stars. So you're leaving it to chance?
I am.
Petey, how are you voting today?
Well, I've had time to think about it, and I'm basically going to be voting for what's going to be best for my game at the end of this, because our tribe is going to be, in one way or another, down to 2, and there's only so much team unity you can do with just 2 people.
Kevin, how are you voting?
We're all victors here. We don't come on this show otherwise. We don't rely on each other. We're not here to be anything else than just victors. So as I see my own family go down, the supply goes down, the demand goes up. What I'm going to vote for is who's going to benefit me most, to be honest. And that's how I get to the end of this game. So I'm going to do my best to look at the stars and make that vote.
Sure. Okay, well, it is time to vote. Sarah, I'll have you start us off.
I'm sorry, Kevin. It was written in the stars.
I don't like this decision. I would be fine with a 50-50 between us, but I can't vote for myself, so like you, I'm just hoping the stars align.
Okay, I will go tally the votes. If you have the hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play. Alright, I will read the votes. Our first vote is for Sarah. Second vote, Kevin. Our third vote, second member of the jury, Sarah. Sarah, please bring me your buff. The tribe has spoken.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
All right. Well, we will see how this impacts the Sapa tribe moving forward. Have a good night.
Me voting off Ryan definitely wrote my name next, so Ryan and I should have made an alliance, but we didn't.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode. Next time on Surviving South Dakota.
I do have 2 killing.
I think John and Jason have a really good pact with each other, and I think that they're kind of just stringing me along.
Oh, we got Kevin Mayo!
Can you name every taste?
Not one drop goes to waste. It's the eating challenge.